wherever you're at in this really big world of ours. I hope everyone's doing great. Hope your weekend was doing well. I guess I'm gonna speed past this because I haven't spoken to y'all like maybe in 72 hours or so. I might get a little sleepy, so hold on, please. Thank you. Excuse me, I had to yawn. So yeah, I've been cruising around the street to see if anything different has happened, any updates with Atlanta Street interviews. So far, no updates. However, I did see some uploads that Marcus did make. Speaking, the first one was with Polo and that girl. That girl's a whole fucking mess. She had two band-aids on her face. Oh, Jesus. And Polo was just basically saying how Marcus is a fucking hater and that when Marcus goes, he's going to take over the street interviews. And when he said that, I said, I wonder why he said that. And Marcus was like, well, you got to keep a phone and you got to do this. I wonder what that conversation was with him and Polo speaking about how, he may get in trouble. Because when Polo said that, that was like affirmative. That was definitely affirmative. Like, yo, this is what's going to happen. I mean, because anybody else would be like, what the fuck you talking about? I ain't going nowhere, my dude. He didn't say that. He didn't put up a protest when Polo mentioned that. So that very much made me go, I wonder if they had a conversation and what that conversation was like. One moment. So yeah, Polo was back and forth with his fucking emotional ass with Marcus and him and that girl in that little shoebox of a place of hers. Back and forth and being insecure and the girl talking dumb shit, talking about yeah, she don't want to give Polo none right now because he'll be like a stalker. All these people that have good vagina and they're homeless or they're struggling with bills. I mean, what happened with that mine of yours? Yeah, that gold mine of yours. I mean, shouldn't it be producing some dollars and cents? Everyone's just so low. If I give it to them, they're gonna go crazy. No, you're a liar. You're that ATM of yours between your legs is empty. It's been empty for a long time, maybe forever. It was never anything deposited in there. I just don't understand that. And why do you have to sleep with someone to get anything? You were homeless on the street, honey. You're a young woman. There's no reason why you should be lonely on the street. There are a lot of motherfuckers that's willing to help you. You know what I mean? That you don't even have to misuse. You just let them know what it is and they'll help you. Now, I'm not saying whether or not you have to give them something, but they will help you. But all these broke chicks we talking about, they got all this money, they vagina is so good and stuff like that. Yet they gotta fuck people's husbands, can't find their own man, or they just don't have no money. And same people that do roots, they don't never have no fucking good luck. And I'm like, what's the point of doing all this extra shit if? Never mind. But anyway, she was talking that crazy shit, and he was telling his usual Marcus usual hater, and but he always gonna be down with Marcus and stuff like that. Like Polo was just like a loser. And if I was his mother, I'd be very ashamed that I raised a child like that. But we had said before, Polo said he was traumatized as a child. Well, not a child, a teenager, by a trusted family male friend. So, that could say it all. Because he's hiding, he's venting, he's holding a lot of resentment and pain. But he's 45. He's 45. If he doesn't know, he should have gotten help, or, he can't solve it with alcohol or just his thoughts alone, then that's on him. We can't be all Batman, Superwoman trying to save the fucking world. We all got problems. We just got to push on and carry on. He's just pathetic. But then what else? Oh yeah, Mark is still talking about making spicy content. Like I said, he can't control himself. He knows he's self-destructing. It's just that monkey on his back, that lust monkey on his back, got such control of him. He can't stop. He can't press the brakes or whatever. Which that's unfortunate for him. That's something. You know. I apologize. I'm yawning. That is something that is a personal thing. God bless Marcus. Hope Jehovah finds him somewhere in his journey in life and he repents and makes a whole 180 and starts doing things differently. But hey, I think that Chris can go to someone better because he's just blasphemous. I don't even think he deserves that. So I think I'm kind of being blasphemous for asking Jehovah to help him, Because Marcus don't give a darn about no God. Marcus could care less. He uses God as a weapon to manipulate and to pull the wool over people's eyes, not to be truthful and really ask for forgiveness. I just don't understand it. You know, that's just torturous. For your mind to be thinking about sex 24/7. So it's very much impossible for me to think that when he's dealing with minors, especially the ones that live in his household, he's not thinking about sexual gratification of some sort. I mean, this is a sick person. I mean, how else, you know? Right now, we have to start thinking about like how Marcus. We don't need to ask why is he doing these things. We have to start thinking like him and say, okay, this is why. He needs to be put away. Like I said, he needs to be chemically castrated. Give him some Depo-Provera. Shoot him in his fucking short West Indian ass or whatever. Maybe that'll calm him down. I just don't know, but it just gets really very tiring speaking about Marcus because nothing is going to change. Everybody's like, what don't he get? He doesn't. He knows he's different. He knows he's different, but as far as being right or wrong, he knows he's self-destructing in some sort of way. I mean, the police, like he says, well, I don't know why. When Quita was talking about her getting knocked for her porn page, he's like, I don't see why. Yeah, he doesn't get it. So I think if it was a matter of right and wrong and morality, I think that he would say that we're being narrow-minded and this is the way of the world and it's life itself. So no, he doesn't. But if he can't see why, let the Lord show him why, or let somebody's parents show him the reason why. You know. Oh, what up, all y'all are styling? What up with the babies and everybody? How you doing? Good night. Go to bed. God bless the family, please. Yes, 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 yes. All you lying, stop. High vibrant. Oh my gosh, yes. Go to bed. Blessings. Seeing you, please. But I miss you too, boo. That's my booski right there. And my vibrant right there, vibrant used to be in my ass. Do that schoolwork. You hear what I'm saying? Don't stop fucking around. Do that schoolwork. Fuck this internet shit. You hear what I'm saying? That's what vibrant was like. Vibrant had that switch. Like, no thank you, vibrant. I'm get to the schoolwork. I gotta go, y'all. I can't play. But yeah, but Marcus is just like, it, he just doesn't get it. It really it gets mentally tiring when you're like, am I gonna go live about this? Am I gonna go fucking live about this? And then I'm just like, if I'm, you hear me going in and out because I'm yawning. I don't want to yawn in y'all ear. And it's just like, you know, it's just like one of those things. And then he saw Quita. Quita looked very good when he bumped into Quita. She looked awesome. She had a pound of makeup on because God knows she looked like Spike from the fucking Gremlins without it. But she looked good. She gained her weight back or whatever. Well, she gained weight, but now it's like it's proportionate now. Before it was just looking like she just drinking too much. And it was like he was kind of disturbed because he didn't control Quita no more. You know, she was like, you know, I don't like to be out here late. I'm going back home with my man. And he kind of was just like, oh, really, bitch? And then he gets with Kelsey, and then, you know, Kelsey's like, oh, you do this for Quita, you don't do it for me. Like, bitch, you are in his house. He's doing more for you because actually he went up in Dante's face for you. And I mean, which really wasn't a big deal. Dante ain't doing shit but hitting bitches and fucking himself up with that fucking alcohol. But that's neither here nor there. And he got you in his house with his kids, you know, playing second mammy. So, I mean, actuality, he's giving you more of a stable setting in his sick mind. Whatever it is, whatever helping is in Marcus's mind, he's really doing more for you than what he's doing for Quita. You know what I mean? She's looking at, oh, well, I had to be in jail because you didn't bail me out. Now you got to sit. This nigga got legal problems, Kelsey. Listen, you're going to be sitting there. You better be happy you were in jail because you would have been down with Marcus because Marcus would have had you in that scene too in some sort of fucking way. So just be fucking happy that your ass was in jail. But it's just really perplexing to me that he was around Maya a few videos ago, and then she had him talking to her son. And it's like, you stupid raggedy fucking bubble eye lying target working bitch. You didn't hear what the fuck he's in trouble for? Like, ho, you got 5 fucking kids scattered fucking around, you stupid bitch, and you got this nigga talking to your child. This is a bright child, but a bright child picks up everything. You know what I'm saying? Even people's energy. Why the fuck is Marcus around you and you talking about you got niggas biting you and choking you and shit? See, it's bitches like that they be fucking these kids up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, just because they can reproduce don't need to reproduce. Or if they're able to reproduce, don't need to have custody of their children. I mean, they're showing them everything fucking destructive and everything fucking wrong. And I'm just trying to figure this shit out. Like, what the fuck is going on? What am I watching? And I really get upset about stuff like that because I'm like, here it is that you got children and shit like that, and you just not caring about the fucking kids. What up, Tweety? What up, my Tweety? It's my homegirl, Tweety. You should see me, Tweety. I'm giving you a high five. All my people here, like, yo, I don't give a fuck. Like, yo, who I like is here with me. But I just get mad at shit like that. It's just like reckless parenting and shit like that. I just be looking like, yo, I could be fucked up, but I don't want my kids to be fucked up. And I know some ignorant motherfuckers that have children, right? And when I say ignorant, they do everything. You be like, oh Lord. But yo, around their kids, they don't be as ignorant. The ignorance get cut down by like 50%. They don't be as ignorant. They be like, yo, get your ass in them books. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of my mouth. Don't worry about that. Get your ass in the books. Don't worry about no motherfucking girls. They be on top of it because they know, listen, I'm fucked up and nobody helped me, but these kids are going to be right. I met a lot of motherfuckers that's prim and proper, and I met their parents. I'm like, oh shit. But the parents did the right thing by them, so it's no excuse about how the parent is. Yeah, a lot of times a kid will replicate what they see, but yo, you gotta break it somehow and have a markers in your child in front of your child. Talking about GED, you don't want no G. First of all, let's just stop with this GED. No, I got a high school diploma. I graduated school early. Okay, it's not because I was a genius. It's because how my birthday is situated. It was just like either I could be in the right grade or I could be in a grade ahead. And my mama chose like, hey, let her be in a grade ahead. If she can't keep up, then she'll get left back. Then she'll be in the right grade. I just never got left back. Okay, never got left back. All right, so I was able to fucking keep up. Right, but for the hold on, wait. I'm sorry, y'all, to interrupt y'all, but I'm on the first floor. I got somebody brought my fucking window, and I got shades and shit, and I'm looking at this motherfucker, and I don't know what the fuck they're waiting for. So I'm sorry. It totally threw me off. I'm on the first floor. I'm sorry. Okay, it totally threw me off because this person is still sitting there and I can see them smoking a cigarette. I don't like shit like this. I can't wait to move so I don't have to be on the first floor. I'm too paranoid to be on the fucking first floor. I'll be ready to get the super in the fucking morning and shit like that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll go back to that point when I can think about it. But this motherfucker is really like, why would you? It's late at night. Why are you out? Like, where's your company? If it's two people talking, I can. Okay, nothing here, nothing. But anyway, I'll get back on the point because I fucking lost it. That person threw me off when I was going to bring it home about school and shit like that. But anyway, these bitches is fucked up. Her kid is very smart and like having Marcus. Oh, back to the GD. So Marcus told his friend his. So anyway, I don't have a GED, right? I got a high school diploma, but there's nothing wrong with a GED. Do y'all realize a GED is for even sometimes 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade crammed into one fucking test that you got a couple of hours to take? A GED is not easy at fucking all. People are like, oh, a GED. As a matter of fact, I remember by my 11th grade year, I had enough of those fucking high school kids, and I said, Mama, get me the fuck out of here. I said, Mama, let me take my GED. She said, I don't understand. You're going to graduate early anyway. I said, I want the fuck out from these fucking kids. I don't like them. I don't really think they like me too much, Mama. Get me the fuck out of here. Let me get on with my motherfucking life, right? I was tired of high school life. By the time I was 15 years old, I was tired of 15. Yep, 15, 11th grade, 15. I was tired of them motherfuckers. The 16, you in 11th grade, the right grade. Yeah, 15. My mother was like, oh, you understand that how many years is crammed in one chest? I said, Mama, I could take that bitch a million fucking times. My mother went, let me do it. So when Marcus said to that little boy, a GED, why would you want a GED? Marcus, you did a quarter, not even a quarter of a semester. You did a half a week in that fucking fucking Howard, and all of a sudden you did scholar. A diploma is a diploma. And guess what? If a person gets their GED within a year of dropping out of school, guess what they get to get? They get to get their high school diploma from that fucking school. That's the law of the land across 50 states. A lot of people don't know that, but yeah, if you drop out of school within that 1 year, if you get past your GED within that 1 year, you're able to get your school has to give you a high school diploma. A lot of people don't know that. Okay, so that's just what it is. Okay, so when he said that, I'm just looking like. Little boy said, "You get your GED." He like, "Oh, that ain't no big deal." You know, that's some ignorant motherfucking talking, yo. So many motherfuckers got their fucking GEDs and went on to do big fucking things. Shit that regular people that got a diploma couldn't even fucking do. It's just this dumb shit that Marcus is for put like he's talked about. Marcus was talking about his daughter missing freshman hazing day. Excuse me, we just had a case where these grown motherfuckers damn near killed motherfuckers for hazing them. Hazing is a big deal. There's no that tradition should be broken. Hazing? And you're signing your daughters up for this? Let me tell you something. I don't want to offend nobody when I say this. Forgive me when I say this, okay? I don't want to offend anyone, okay? And if I do, it is what it is. This is my opinion. When it was my first, I was going into college, right? And I remember I could have stayed in the city because I'm from New York City. I could stay in the fucking city, or or I could go away. And the thing was that in the CUNYs, they have their sororities, right? This because it's a city college don't mean sororities, fraternities are all over, city, state, it don't matter, abroad, whatever, right? It's tradition, right? And I remember my cousin's friend telling me she was about to graduate, so she's a senior because it's coming. When I'm coming as a freshman, she said, "Let me tell you something." She said, "You pledge, you come into our sorority, you pledge. Ain't no hazing or nothing from you, yo. You just come through. You ain't got to do shit. Just sit fucking pretty. I ain't gonna make you go through none of that bullshit." That's just what it was. And I looked at her and I said, "I'm not going to that school, but if when I was going to that school, I'm not going to fucking pledge for no fucking sorority. I saw enough of fucking school days growing up as a kid, and I believed everything they said and everything I saw on school days, and I said no. Now, it may not have been that to that extreme, but growing up later, finding out as an adult, yeah, people really went through that shit, if not fucking worse, right? So I was pretty much good. I was like, no, that's okay. And she was like, all right, you would have had it easy. I didn't go to that school, but it's still no. So for him to say, "Oh, my daughter that hits hazing day," I'll be goddamn. I remember them saying they were having hazing day. I remember what was it? It was my senior. It was freshman year. Yep, it was freshman year in my Catholic school, and I remember it was like, oh yeah, the seniors going hazing there. I said, yo, I'll go straight. And listen, I wasn't no tough kid, but I wasn't no punk neither. I'm not afraid to lose no motherfucking fight. What is the worst going to happen as a teenager losing a fight? You lost the fight. That's it, right? I said, yo, yo. I was talking cash money shit like I had 100 niggas backing me. I ain't had nobody backing me. I ain't give a fuck though. They was like, yeah, the senior, they're gonna haze the freshmen. I said, no, them bitches ain't. And I went to an all-girls school. I said, no, them bitches ain't. I said, because I'm as big as them. I've always been tall. I said, I'm as big as them. So them bitches fucking try me. We just fighting. And I guess my mother gonna get her tuition back because we rocking the fuck out. They didn't haze nobody. It was just talk, but they didn't haze nobody. So it's just like, it's perplexing to me that Marcus like, oh, my daughter's gonna be disappointed. Like, yo, so all this means is that your daughter is trying to be included. She's a square trying to be included into a fucking circle. And that's just like Marcus. All of a sudden he be talking big shit like he a gangster. Yeah, twin, yeah, that type shit. That type shit. You sound crazy. You in your 40s talking about that type shit. Use your fucking words. Those kids are saying that type shit. They're writing rap lyrics or they're talking amongst their friends. What type shit, nigga? You know type shit. That type shit. You know type shit. Type shit what? Fuck is you talking about, my nigga? Like, come on. So no wonder why his daughter would be a follower, because her father's a follower. Her mother's a fucking low down slut that left her with a fucking creep. You know what I'm saying? So all this shit, this haze and shit. What the fuck you teaching your kids? Yo, I'm gonna adopt me two little special needs little boys when I turn in another 5 to 10 fucking years, and they come to me when they go to high school and talk about mama. They talking about haze and freshman haze. I'm gonna look at them two special needs and I'm gonna look at my two special needs little sons and I'm gonna tell them, I'm gonna fuck you up if you let any motherfucker try you talking about the spirit of haze. They go to haze you, you haze they motherfucking ass. They'll think twice about that fucking tradition next time somebody go to talk about it. You fuck them up. If you come back in this house talking about some nigga did some old crazy shit to you in tradition, I'ma fuck y'all up and I'ma tell them like our parents told us. And then I'ma make you go back outside and kick each and every one of their asses. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna tell. What the fuck? You telling your kid that it's okay to be hazing? You're telling your child, excuse me, I'm standing up, y'all. You telling your child that it's okay to be fucking a victim, to be bullied, all because it's cool. It's not cool to be a sucker. That's some sucker shit. That's some real sucker shit. Hazing, that means to be somebody motherfucking mark. I wish I would. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you, we come from the old school, right? I ain't no big bad motherfuckers. I'll do this, I'll do that. Nah, but you not gonna fuck with me on for shits and giggles. I ain't gonna be nobody laughing stock. Let me tell you something. When it comes to some shit like that, I'm real paranoid. I've always been paranoid about some shit like that, being a butt of somebody's jokes. Anybody that know me from the beef sector, what's the first thing? Why I stopped fucking with Duchess Kelly Love? I said, yo, he humiliated me. Why I stopped fucking with Troy? Troy hung up on me. He tried to humiliate me in front of 1,000 people. That humiliation shit with me, that shit out the door, my nigga. My kid ain't coming home talking about, oh, the seniors are gonna haze us, or it's freshman hazing. Bitch, where the fuck is your brain and your self-esteem? Where the fuck am I fucking up as a motherfucking parent that you think it's okay for motherfuckers to put you through the rigmarole just cuz? Man, fuck all that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck all that shit. Nigga, punch that bitch. We got bail money. Don't worry about it. I'll put you in the community college for the next 2 years, and then you could go to another college once you done did all the good deeds to erase that shit off your record. A bitch come up to you talking about we hazing. You punch that bitch as hard as you fucking had. She might fuck you up, but get the first hit it. Punch that bitch in her motherfucking face. Let that bitch know ain't no victims. Ain't no punk bitch blood pumped through these motherfucking veins. What up, Jeff? What up, you called and told me? Jeffy Jeff. Jeffy Jeff. That's the shit I be on, but I heard that shit. Let me get off of that. Cause that bully shit, that marksman shit, that victimhood, that shit riled me up. I don't like that shit. I hate that shit. Yo. So let's go on. So I saw that. Then I saw Marcus talking about Chris. Chris talking about he fell off the wagon. Marcus take him in a bar to get a fucking drink. The nigga does not need to be near any kind of intoxicating substances. And that just tells you Marcus is the devil. He fell off the fucking wagon. Why are you taking him in a bar to get a drink? What the fuck is wrong with that? And everybody like Marcus is a good dude. He came and picked Chris up. No, he's not good. He's the fucking devil. That would have been something to turn off the fucking camera. I wouldn't have even taped Chris. I would have turned off the camera and say, Chris, what can I do to help you, brother? Everybody rooting for you. I don't want to tape you like this. What can we do? He asking Chris about fucking and being with a girl and shit. Like, yo, this nigga's mind is totally warped with fucking sex and bullshit or whatever. Like, what the fuck? What we doing here? This is what we doing? But that's all Marcus had going on besides talking in the car with Ant a couple of videos ago about Feisty. And Ant talking about, no, I'm doing my own thing. You bum ass nigga, damn near 50 fucking years old, if not 50 years old, with all them stupid scribble scrabble drawings all over your fucking face. Nigga, you should be doing something else. Y'all sitting there like two cackling hens in the fucking that small ass motherfucking toy Jeep talking about a bitch that then went across state lines to move on with her motherfucking life and get on with whatever the fuck she doing, and y'all still talking about this bitch. Marcus, you lost out, you're done. Nick got your bitch. um and and like, who the fuck, what the fuck, get the fuck away from this nigga. You ready to do jail numbers with these niggas? With this nigga, like, yo, Marcus don't got no friends. I got friends. No, you don't. You hanging out with fucking interviewees 4 or 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. Where are your fucking friends? Who are the people in your neighborhood, Marcus? Make friends. Hello. Reach out and touch somebody that got a fucking home and ain't got a motherfucking story and no scribbles on their fucking face talking dumb shit, getting drunk and shit. God damn. It ain't goddamn hard. It really ain't that damn hard to find people that you could get along with. You know what I'm saying? That live regular lives, but then Marcus is not a regular person. So then again, I'm asking for a fucking miracle. Ain't gonna goddamn happen, is it? Right? Y'all tell me what the fuck that mean. So, what else was going on? You see, I gotta. This shit is not even interesting. We just want the nigga in jail or whatever. Be on Megan's list, whatever the fuck they go on. What's the perverts list or whatever pervert list? Let them go on the perverts list. Like, let's come on. I'm tired of it. Lights out, nigga. God damn. What else? And I didn't even say God's name in vain. Um, that's smart because I'm skimming through my mental Rolodex. I don't write shit down. I don't write shit down at all. I see the content creators, they fighting with each other. The old school ones I'm talking about. Like, I'm like, ooh, they fighting again and shit. So what I say, I look, I listen, I judge, and I mind my business. I ain't got shit to say. They fighting again. If you was here in the back when the street sectors started, the same ones that was fighting then, they fighting again. They reignited this. Watch, don't take no sides. Just watch on your fucking cloud and go, ooh, wow. You know what I'm saying? Look at the shit like that. But a whole bunch of doxy shit and bitches is lying and who want to really fuck Marcus and who is really coochie crunch with this one. It's just, you know. But still keep your mind, keep your focus on Marcus. Let them fight. They're going to fight to the end of time. They're women. They're grown women. They're going to fight. We look, we listen, we judge, and we mind our business. Don't even do content on this shit because don't get yourself wrapped up in that shit. That's their shit. They know why they don't like each other. They ain't got nothing to do with you, I, or each other. You know, ain't nothing to do with us. We just look, listen, judge, and don't comment on it. Mind your business. The focus is on Marcus. Okay, do you think Marcus is going to jail, Tweety? No, I don't think he's going to jail, actually. I don't. I think that it will probably be a headache and they'll make him feel like, hey, we're watching you or whatever. Marcus will be all right for a while. And just like, you know, he's already starting to shut up. So I don't think this time, but I think that Marcus is going to do something in less than 365 days that's going to seal his fate. I just don't think it's this right here. I think right here it's going to be a close call. Marcus can't control himself, so he's easily going to get in trouble again. But I just think this is a nothing burger. And I think that this is a nothing burger. And I hate to say this because I really think that that child's mother is a fucking lazy bitch. She wants everybody else to do the footwork. And she doesn't want to do the footwork. Yes, she's exhausted dealing with that child. That child is a lot. I get it. You know, she's a teenager. Teenagers put their parents through a lot. She's not the first, and she won't be the last teenager that put her parents through a lot, right? Her mother's tired. Her mother has another child, but her mother has to understand that this is much bigger. Her daughter is the face of this. Her daughter can shut all this shit down now. Her and her daughter, but I don't really think her daughter wants to do all of that. I don't because, you know, the little girl don't want to do all of that and the mother's tired, so I don't think nothing's gonna happen. The mother should not be going on chores to ask nobody for nothing, letting her right hand know what her left hand is doing. I don't think any of this should be happening. We know too much. We already know what's going on. An investigation is just that. An investigation, nobody knows what's going on. We know everything is going on. So what's going to happen to Marcus? Nothing. Marcus could think of ways to cover his track and stuff like that. He has content creators actively not. Yeah, she took it to the police station and. But when it was to ask, did she call the FBI or did she call the exploited missing of exploited children? She said no. She didn't even know she could do that. But when she was told about it, it didn't sound like she was going to do it anyway. She's dealing with the local police with Atlanta. Here's the problem with this: the Atlanta PD knows that Marcus was going around, been doing this for 5 years. Marcus' father. Had a bar in Atlanta, outside Atlanta, for many years, doing a lot of disgusting things, which Marcus admitted to. Which he's not lying. Look who he is. You know, like he said, a child comes from what is it? What he said, the seed or whatever. Well, you know what I'm talking about. I'm too tired to even think about the right parable what he used or whatever. But he's the seed of his father, right? So his father was just as much. Ain't nothing happened to his father, right? He didn't tell us, oh, my father got locked up for this and that. Marcus has been doing these things. Atlanta PD knows this. Atlanta PD, a lot of people in Atlanta PD probably engaged in some of these activities with Marcus and these prostitutes. Ain't nothing happening. She would really have to go above and beyond that, and she really should have did the exploited children. So taking her daughter to the police station for what? How much evidence do they need? This is what I don't get it. How much evidence do they need? They don't need anything they want. They could find. Tweety, you already know this. If they want to know what you and I are talking about, they don't need our permission. They can look in our phones right now and see what the fuck we text messages. It's all bullshit. It's all smoke and fucking mirrors. You know what I'm saying? It's to make it look like they're doing something and they're not doing anything. The mother, the mother, I don't know what the mother's doing. People are like, well, maybe she's not social media savvy. The mother's not even 40 years old. The mother came up in social media. She's on Instagram. She's on TikTok doing all that shit, gossiping on Facebook. She knows what to do. Um, she just don't need to be on YouTube doing it. We can't help her on YouTube. Troy can't help her. Vibes Queen can't help her. Bishop Low can't help her. Dear Self can't help her. That's her child. She got to do it. Because all anybody could do on YouTube is fuck up her shit even more. Fuck it up. I mean, Vibes Queen already said she not, ain't nobody getting nothing. She don't got what they want and what they need, and that's it. Although Vibes Queen does have Marcus saying he does what he want, and how the scene was exposed to them, and how he checked, he has something that verifies the identification. Vibes Queen does have that video. She said ain't nobody getting nothing, so that's just the end of that. So what do we need? She went to the police station and she took her to the police station, and you get what I'm saying, sweetie? It's just not enough. It's just not enough. The Atlanta PD, I really believe that, and deep in my heart, I really believe that the Atlanta PD is helping Marcus further and further be a predator. I really do believe that. I've always believed that because it just doesn't make sense. I mean, how much proof do you need? There's nothing to get somebody's phone. There's nothing to get into contact with YouTube. YouTube always cooperates with police, whether they're local, state, federal. This is really a nothing burger, and Marcus is gonna feel like he's really Teflon Don, and he's gonna continue with it, and it'll be the next offense that either gets him in jail or hell. We'll just see. Hopefully it's hell, not jail. You know, and that's just my take on it. You know, who knows? I think that we all are just sitting on our hands to wait and see. I don't blame the mother person. I'm not gonna say I blame her. She's tired. Like, I'm gonna keep her saying she's tired. It has nothing to do with her parenting. Teenagers are going to be teenagers. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it does have something to do with her parent. I don't know. I don't live in that household, right? But what I know is that her talking on YouTube is just, she's talking too much. And that's just it. But I'm not gonna blame her for the results of her daughter. No, I'm not gonna call her daughter fast, because to me the daughter is not fast. You know, Marcus is an adult. I mean, even if she was said she was 19, Marcus, you have a daughter that's 17. Where does it stop? You know what I'm saying? So no way I'm gonna blame the child, or I'm gonna blame the mother that's been going back and forth with this little girl with bolos and shit like that. It's just Marcus right now. We're looking at Marcus because she won't be the first, she won't be the last, and he slept with underage minors before. He has. He definitely has, you know. 16 is the age of consent, and he knows that. He might not have taped them, but he definitely fucked them. How you doing, Wild C? He definitely fucked them. He definitely fucked them little girls. And when I say fuck them, I have to say that because he fucked them over. Fuck is, so to fuck someone, it means what it to fuck them. It's something negative, okay? He violated those little girls. When I said he fucked them, he violated them. And I don't even, when I say I'm sorry, I just got upset with you. I got emotional. I heard the emotion. I can't stand that little motherfucker. Like I said, jail would be too good for him. Take him to fucking hell, a slow one. Let that motherfucker be comatose and feel every ounce of fucking pain. Whoever do him dirty, let them do him dirty. That he's in the hospital for a whole fucking year till they figure out like, yo, Marcus ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? This fuck it. He don't deserve nothing. And that little boy Max deserves a chance to be a respectable, moral individual. Well, Marcus is a father. It doesn't. The little girl's already fucked. But the little boy got a chance. He has a chance. I mean, who the fuck does he think he is to go around and fuck with these people like this? This shit is it's a big fucking mess. This shit is a mess. This is a mess. And for all the content creators, and I'm sorry I said I wasn't going to mention no content creators, but I got to say something. Vibes Queen, you are wrong. You are wrong. You are wrong, because from the beginning, you've been here and you have seen what Marcus has done. You went from being against Marcus to Marcus's side. Where do we stop? I'm not going to get into your personal business about King of Commentary, because that's none of my business. We say that when we want to drag your Bigfoot ass. But it's just like you want people to say what? What? Oh, you left Marcus alone. Why? Because the police may be involved. She left Meek Marcus alone because the police may be involved. Oh, I'm talking about Atlanta Street Interviews. Marcus from Atlanta Street Interviews, and the people that support him. It's just like vibes. You knew, and I'm not gonna curse you out today. I just wanna. I heard you live, and you were saying for Jesse James to come over and talk to you or whatever, because really it shouldn't be on you, but we have to, because when you have people that are aid and abet these predators, you're just as guilty as them. You're just as guilty. The eyes of the Lord legally know you're not. But then they say, oh, I'm not going to give her mother this, and I don't give a fuck about what she going through her child. Honey, you have children. And I'm saying, honey, to be funny. Because, honey, Lord, you're bitter. You're a bitter motherfucker. You want content creators and subbies to look to look over the fact that you knew Marcus was doing this even before this little girl came along. It was that other little girl, Kaya, who just turned 18. Then it was Cookie. Then it was other ones before that, years before that. We knew this. What will make you make friendly to about, oh, I don't agree with everything Marcus do? No, this is not about agreeing. This is about morality. This is about protecting people that are not protected out there, people that have been violated their whole life. When do we say, no, you're wrong? You're dead wrong. You're a harm to society, and then you want us to overlook it. See, I can't speak for Miss Jessie James. I can't speak for what she's going to do and how she's going to handle it for me. I know for me and a lot of other people, my love, it is a no fucking go forever. You knew. You didn't come up on the scene to think that Marcus was to think that Marcus was to think that Marcus was a good person. You knew what was going on. So that really bothers me. Whoever just hit me up on my YouTube inbox, stay right here. Lay down, but listen to this shit because I wanted to get into something else. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a no-go, and I'm not going to tear that woman up. I'm not going to tear Vibes Queen up. I heard her speak to about another content creator and saying that the focus should be on Marcus, but they can't when we have people aiding and abetting. When I see all these people still on his channel, these women on his channel talking about Marcus, we still care for you, we love you, it hurts my soul to see that, because as women we're nurturers, whether we biologically if it's not biological, whether we physically gave birth to a child or not, whether we never gave birth to a child, we're nurturers. This is how we're born. So we protect not only children but humanity. How do we overlook something? He didn't ever change. He just got worse as the time went on. And you sat there and allowed them on your panel, and then your defenses that you didn't agree with a lot of things, and you told him that, but you still were talking to him behind the scenes. So now you're only jumping off the boat because Marcus may go to jail, people might think. So now you're jumping off, but then you say on the side of your mouth you want to be forgiven because it's about the bigger cause that if Marcus is wrong, he needs to go to jail. So that's what it should be about. But how? When you said that whatever you had, you were not going to give to this girl's mother. You're double talking. So you really don't mean it. You just legally don't want to be in trouble. And if Marcus does go to jail, you still want to keep an audience so you can get that bread and butter. Baby, that's just what it is. I read between the lines. I just saw what you said. Now, 72 hours ago, the girl's mother couldn't get nothing. So now you're asking a subby that hosts a panel now, what's the problem? She told you what the problem was: aiding and abetting. And that's my problem. That's a Rox's problem that's been making it. This is a lot of our problems. This is a lot of our problems. We are aunties, mothers, grandmothers, godmothers, women. That's our problem. And that's how it goes. That's our problem. You see, I could talk about somebody without dragging them. Usually I drag her. I'm not going to drag her. When she said that, I said, I got to speak about that because that's just what it is. So these content creators protecting Marcus up until the very end. If you're new here, we can forgive that. We can overlook that. But if you're not new and you've been around since the beginning of time and was teaming up with people to take Marcus down, and all of a sudden you and him a coochie crunch, there's not a past. You already knew. Marcus can't help nobody. Right now, he's drowning. Whether he goes to jail now or later or someone sends him to hell, whatever his fate is, My love, you will share his karma because you knew. And knowing is half the fucking battle. Now we should move fucking along. Now going on to Real Right and Uncut, the characters from there. So we got Lisa here, and Rob. Lisa's in love with a fucking crackhead, right? Lisa's with Rob Reed. Lisa does not use drugs. Lisa's a woman that has a low self-esteem. Lisa's a nice woman. We like Lisa, but Lisa's the type of woman that you don't want to be around because Lisa can turn you the fuck off. And when I say turn you the fuck off, turn you the fuck off because it's like she keeps accepting disrespect. Rob is sleeping with men when he's out there in the street. He never really comes home, and when he comes home to shit, shower, and shade. Don't drop no money in. Don't drop no stolen packages of hamburger, hot dogs, and steaks. He don't do nothing. He steals and don't bring nothing home of what he steals. You know what I'm saying? What's a good thing? What's the sense of being in love with a fucking crackhead if when he go on his shopping, his stealing bins, he don't bring half of the shit home? To bring the shit home first. Let me get some of them soaps, 5 of them deodorants. We need that. The nigga can't bring money home. He can at least bring goods home. Fuck it. You with a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? Morality is out the motherfucking door. Being ethical is out the door. You're with a crackhead. So she's with this crackhead. She got these 2 sons. He's disrespecting her to the point that her oldest son, Papa, is telling her, shut the fuck up, bitch. Nobody want to hear that shit. When she's singing in her own house, when she pay her bills, she got 3 grown bodies in that fucking house. 2 sons and 1 crackhead nigga. Everybody's disrespecting her. Nobody's putting in no motherfucking money. She's the only one fucking working. So today, she's supposed to be having movie night. Rob must not have no motherfucking money or nothing like that. So he in the house for her. So she's supposed to be having movie fucking night. Here this motherfucker go, bringing up old shit about her fucking other niggas, about her doing this, about her cutting her hair or being bald or whatever. Why would she do that? She brought all those ponytails not to put the hair in her head. So basically, he telling her she ugly. Then he gonna talk about, well, if it wasn't for your homegirl that just dragged you, because she had a homegirl that dragged her. If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be feminine. You wouldn't be doing your hair and shit like that. Oh, he fucked up her whole movie night. And her audience was turned off. Her audience was like, I don't want to come back here no more. She likes this toxic shit. Lisa, from now on, we're going to mind our business. And I'm just like, this shit is crazy. Nobody want to see a simple bitch. Lisa, you're being a simple bitch. Rob brings nothing to the table. Like I said, when he was on, no, he's not even on crack no more, y'all. He's on fentanyl. He gets mad if you go with a crackhead, like one is better than the other. Like, get the fuck out of here. So the nigga, when he was a crackhead, he would work. That nigga, that had that nigga a busy motherfucker. That nigga was working 12 and 14-hour shifts. The niggas on fentanyl now, the nigga don't do nothing but hang around the hood, eat other crackhead, dope feed pussy, literally. Sleep with strange white men because he fucks niggas when he's not around her, and then he comes home to her to talk shit and don't bring nothing home. He don't do shit. They sitting there back and forth arguing today. She talking about how she bought his clothes. I got my clothes. She said, Rob, don't do that. So she bought his clothes. She held him down when he was in jail for 9 months. And it's just like, how much can you take? And she never gets embarrassed. I would be embarrassed. It's just like you have everybody around you disrespecting you. It's about, I don't want no man. Shoot. I don't want no man. I don't want to sleep with nobody. Well, if you don't want no man, why is Rob still there? You do want a man. Whatever you're wishing Rob to do and whatever you're wishing Rob to be, Lisa, he will never be. Because you're not that, Lisa. Rob and you spiritually are connected through intimacy, sex, talks, and everything else. And where you are. What you think of yourself. Rob doesn't think much of himself, and you need to. Y'all both traumatized. Y'all codependent. Y'all both need therapy separately, and y'all need to leave each other alone, and you need to leave the fucking house. If those boys are gonna talk to you like that, their mother, you need to leave them motherfuckers where they be with that crackhead ass nigga that ain't their father. You know what I'm saying? The nigga that's laying up with you, and see how they get it, how they live. I'll be goddamn if my fucking child gonna talk about shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody wanna hear that. This nigga in my motherfucking house using my electricity, my internet, playing a fucking video to my shut the fuck up. Lisa, get control of your fucking household, girl, before them niggas kill you and pack you up in that fucking freezer. And everybody talking about where Lisa. Meanwhile, Lisa in the fucking freezer somewhere. And that's all I got to give to y'all. Y'all have a good one. Thank you all who I haven't seen in a long time. Bless y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend ahead. Well, it's Sunday, right? Your Sunday's good and week is good. I'll be back if some shit hit the fan or if I got something to talk about. But thank y'all very much and peace out.